morning, folks. VA3EWV back at it again. It's been about 2 months since I've been doing the commute, but I'm doing the commute now, at least 2 or 3 days a week, not 5 days a week. So I'm back on the air, and my first day back, we're going to try to get some contacts. It may be a very short video, but we'll see. I'm going to be on VA3EWV. That repeater has a big amount of coverage. I'm also on the other side. I have VE3PGC. So VE3PGC is on the B channel. VE2CRA is on the A channel, and also have the national calling frequency on today. And for those of you that don't know what that is, the national calling frequency is a frequency that ham radio folks are aware of. And when you're traveling down the road like I am, and you pass another ham, and that can be identified by license plates usually, you can get on national calling frequency and say hello. So we're going to try the national calling frequency first. And just so you're aware, I'm not holding the camera. Somebody thought I was driving and holding the camera, so no. Look, Mom, no hands, so I'm not holding the camera. I have a tripod set up with an old iPhone, and that's what I do. So we're going to try the national calling frequency first. Here we go. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, VA3EWV, Ernest, commuting from Ottawa to Cornwall. Standing by. So we're going to wait and see if we can get somebody on that. You'll do that a couple times. Hey, Bob. How's it going? I'm back at it, bro. Back at it. See about that national call frequency one more time. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, Ernest, in the mobile from Ottawa to Cornwall, commuting. Standing by. Okay, so nothing heard there. I'm going to go move on to the VE2CRA now and see if I can find somebody out there. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, VA3EWV, Ernest in the mobile, traveling from Ottawa to Cornwall tonight. Standing by for traffic.
Hey, Ernie. I'll be your first check-in. This is Ron, your neighbor up the road.
Hey.
VA3LG, how copy?
You're sounding loud and proud. Good to hear you in there, Ron. You came in there right away. I'm pretty excited. You got a smile on my face. I thought it was going to be a quiet ride. But Ron, how you been? Long time no hear.
You want to stop in before you get home? I'm just off the 138.
Sounds like a plan. So I have to be at home by 6:30. It says here I'll be arriving just at 6, so I got a few minutes, and I'll love to stop in. Our net is tonight at 7, the Seaway Valley Amateur Radio Club net, every Monday night at 7. So I usually get there and test out the frequencies before the party gets started. Yeah, but you're right on the 138. Yeah, I'm just passing Hunt Club, so I got a ways. It says 42 minutes.
When you get down to 138 past Tayside, you get towards the Maxville exit on the left. There's a left road. It's 22 Dyer Road, Dyer Road. Let me know, and you turn left. You can come into Maxville, and I'll guide you in. Okay?
QSL on that. Yeah. So sounding good out there. First hit for the day. So are you guys usually monitoring this frequency this time of day, or you just happen to be on there?
We don't want the repeater to die. It's been so quiet, it's like a morgue. I've been monitoring this one and another one, but mainly with the volume down low because there's not really much chatter, just the odd contact. Go ahead.
Well, it's all like a snow cone now, I'm telling you. At least every Monday. I know for a fact every Monday you're going to hear me. Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll be probably staying in Ottawa. Then Thursday, I'll be on the road again. So Mondays and Thursdays, you definitely kind of hear me up in here yakking from Ottawa to Cornwall. Over.
Yeah, when you get here, Ernest, I'll let you know what's been happening in my musical inquiries or endeavors. I'm kind of out a little distance from anybody. I've had some bands offer me $250 a show, but I can't drive to their house every weekend and rehearse with them. Even for that kind of money, it's what is it, Kingston area? That's like that's a 2-hour drive from here. So it's a 4-hour return trip for rehearsal, and I tend not to go with bands that need to rehearse. I like bands that do a lot of homework, so when you actually do one little get-together, you're so impressed, you're like, oh, we're ready to play right now. Start booking the jobs before people quit.
Oh, I remember those days. Well, that was in my...
Someone's paying all your way, and you don't have to work much. That's different. You can wait and look, but when you get the money and you don't want to be in a unit, it's going to sound bad. You kind of make up certain choices. And the matter was just mentioning, I've been in a few bands like that where we had just one get-together, and the next thing you know, we were playing on the weekend. It was that quick.
QSL on that. Brendan is out there too. Brendan, yeah, the net's going to be on Echolink on VE3PGC, but we hit the first repeater first. And it takes about 20 to 25 minutes on the first repeater. Then we go to VE3PGC, the second repeater. So if you look for VE3PGC-L, you can add that to Echolink and join into the fun. All right, Ron, back over to you. Go ahead there, Ron. So yeah, you were saying that, you know, when you were hungry enough, you can get it going. That's for doggone sure. I remember that. But you know, back then, I was just always just, you know, keeping up with the latest songs, you know, at least learn the melodies of everything. That's what you had to do, right?
I had a better contact list for musicians then. We had a list of drummers that were on and off again available, and some of them studied at Humber College, and so you're only as good as your singer and your drummer, because the rest is pretty hard to fill. It's pretty easy to fill in. There's lots of that around. Lots of guitar,
what's up, Shay? What's up, Darryl?
Stuff like that. But a really good singer and a good drummer makes or breaks your band. It really does in pop music.
I hear that. Well, I'm glad you're still plugging in at it. I had stopped. Well, I wasn't much of a performer as much as doing group stuff, you know, but not band, more like choir. You know, we did lots of marching band when I was in university, stuff like that. And then lately, I haven't been doing much of nothing, but for years before I moved to Cornwall, I was playing English handbells, so that kept me really busy. And we were just, you know, I was doing 3 churches, so I really like that. But nothing like, you know, being in the pop bands and stuff like that.
Well, I liked it for the excitement back in the day, but now that I'm older, I like it for hopefully the quality of the music's going to be good. And as soon as the last song's done at the end of the night, I don't hang out. I go right home. I don't hang out like I used to. It was fun when you were younger. You had more energy.
QSL on the more energy. That's for doggone sure. I'm so glad that you're out here today. That's for sure. I was telling my wife, I'm like, if you have somebody to talk to, it makes the drive go by so quick, and you don't get any fatigue or anything like that either, because you're sitting there yakking up a storm. You said it was pretty quiet. There used to be, I know about 2 months ago, way before Christmas, there was like 7 or 8 people out here on this frequency, or this repeater.
If you're around St. Andrews West as your home base, I should be able to speak to you simplex from up here. I've got the antenna up fairly high right now. I got a dual bander up there, and that's what I'm using right at the moment. It's got a lot of gain on it.
Have you ever checked into any of our, since you're that close, I'm pretty sure you can get into VE3PGC, that UHF repeater there in Bonneville, eh?
I think I've checked into that one. I should be able to get into that one better now that my antenna's up higher. Yeah, there's one in Bonneville. I forget, 142-200? What is, I forget the frequency.
Yeah, I would have to look at it. And right now I'm driving, so I just have it right now by name, so it's just easier. And I'm monitoring the other one. So usually I have the radio set up where I'm talking on the one by name, but I have the frequency right under it, just in case someone's asking. Today I'm actually monitoring VA3PGC on the B side and talking to you on the A side. Over.
Oh, okay. I'm not really sure. What, you're flipping around listening on reverse, are you?
No, I just have VE2CRA on the top side because it's it's dual band. Well, it's actually a tri-band radio, but you know I have the A side and the B side, so I have one on the one frequency, and then you know I'm on the top one here with you.
Okay, right. You're monitoring both bands. Good idea. Do you ever see any of those tri-band or quad-band radios? I guess that would be what? 270 centimeters, maybe 220. And what would the fourth one be? 6 meters? No, 10 meters. 10 meter FM. Yeah, that's great when the band's really open. That's a lot of fun. Short but fun.
You have a friend. His call sign escapes me, but he just picked up an Anytone quad band, and it does 10 meter, 11 meter, 6 meter, 6, 10, 11, and something else, I forget, but he picked that up. Mine's a tri-band, so I have 2 meter, 70 centimeter, and 220, plus I have DMR as well, which is awesome. So when I'm connected to the auto DMR repeater, I can go all over the place, and then there's a bit of a pause right there in Castleman, and then when I get in range to the VE3 PGC, not that one, but when I get closer, I can get the Covey Hill DMR repeater, and then when I turn that corner, I can almost get the Brandmeister one there at the hospital.
I wanted to mention something to you. You play bells, correct?
Could you come again with that?
You took music in school, and you play the bells, in other words. Is that correct?
Yeah, QSL, that's correct.
You know Peace Tower? I don't know if it's rated the Peace Tower in Ottawa, but I think they coined the phrase Bell Tower. Well, not Bell Canada. There's a bell, I don't even know what you would call it. It's played with levers, and all the notes in the staff are bells. You gotta wear gloves, and I don't think there's ropes, and well, that would be a workout to play this thing. You know about that?
Yeah, absolutely. As a matter of fact, I was doing Uber for a while there in Ottawa, and I was actually speaking to the lady at the time. Now this was going back before COVID, and I had met one of the ladies that were playing that, and she was telling me how it was. And I was actually bringing her to a church. I was doing Uber on a Sunday, and she was going to do, you know, her Sunday gig at the church and stuff. And she told me that she played the bells there, and started talking all about it. And I was like, get out of here. And I've always wanted to go there. I'm going to make it a point, since I'm downtown Ottawa, to see about getting, because I'm right on Elgin Street there, okay? So I'm going to see about how to get over there, and especially when they're playing it. Because I forgot what she said at certain times, but I'm sure it's probably online, so I'll look that up. But that has to be some fun there.
Well, it'd be even better is if they had some type of mechanical device that could save you all the labor. But, you know, what would happen, though? When there's no labor involved, you slow down the wear and tear of the machine. And it's all mechanical now, or with electricity. You start wearing out more parts is what you do. But it would be great if it would be easy to play like a Bell version of the melodic intro to Enter Sandman by Metallica, or that doorbell sound that you hear on Knocking on the Door by McCartney and Wings. There's probably a whole bunch of Bell stuff you could play that's not even considered traditional.
What up, Devin? What up, Bernard? I sure did. There is actually a band out there, and I was trying to think of the name of them, but it's not coming to me right off my head. But I wish they. It's about five or six people, and they take like they did the song "Old Town Road," and the name of that little group cannot come to me. But they did the whole "Old Town Road" when it was hot on the charts. They did that on Bells, and they did a really good job to it over there as well. Over.
Very good, yeah. I can't keep up on everything that's going on out there. There's just, wow, there's a lot out there, but there's also a lot of stuff that, you know, sounds alike too if you go into certain genres of music, because the reason behind that is because it's a very competitive market and they all want a piece of that pie.
Amen on that. Let's take a pause for calls. See if there's anybody else out there that wants to pop in. I see a few people saying hello out there, and I thought the reason I didn't come back to you earlier, I thought somebody was actually keying up there. So I'm going to just pause for a second, see if there's anybody out there, then we'll get back to it. VA3EWV, but we're going to be standing by for a second, and we'll be back with you, brother. I could hear the first part of the call sign, come back in with your call sign. Okay, yeah, I got you in there that time. I'm mobile. Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Tango Uniform. Yes, I heard you out there that time. Did you pick them up too there? I'm looking right out my window here to the left, and I'm passing Calypso Water Park as we speak. So Calypso Water Park is right to my left-hand side. I see the big golden dome there on that top slide. You are making it. Are you on mobile too? Over? Hey James, how's it going, man? I see you out there on the book face. Bernard, I see you out there too. Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Tango Uniform. Yes, I was pulling you out of the weeds there. I could make out a lot of that, but then I lost a little bit of the transmission there. What's your QTH, over? Did you copy any of that? Could you relay for me? Did you copy any of his last transmission? If you could you relay it for me, please? Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor.
They're unintelligible, but don't have a strong enough signal. They need more power to be heard, or this is VA3EWV.
I don't know where he was coming in from, but I was picking him up fairly well. Like I said, I just passed Calypso to my left there. It says I'm about 27 minutes from the home 20. It says I'll be getting there at 6:02. So what I might do, if you're around tomorrow, because we have our net tonight, and like I said, I usually like to get my equipment. I only have the one radio, so I have to move everything to the shack, then get everything all squared away. What I'd like to do, if you're not busy Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, I don't have anything planned on those days, and I could stop by there and spend a little bit more time than 5 or 10 minutes over.
Well, at least you know how to get here. You're not going much out of your way if you just turn on the Dyer Road, come in, turn on the S-turns there, I'll guide you in, and when you leave, you just go back out the way you were originally heading when you came in. It's not difficult.
Okay, it sounds like a plan to me. Okay, before we continue on, anybody else out there? We have the one fellow there. I don't want, you know me, I'll top the whole doggone repeater, so I have to be cautious of that. I've been told, I've been a little long-winded. Anybody else out there or any other priority traffic, please come down before we continue on with our rag shoot. Okay, nothing heard. Okay, we're back at it then. VA3EWV back on the air. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely pull them through there. I don't know what's happening. I got this little shallow cough. Every time I start talking, I have to cough a little bit, but I don't know. I have to get that checked out. Anyway, yeah, I'll do that. I would also be excited if you're on if you tuned into the web to the net tonight. Like I said, we start at 7. It goes until 8. We do 8 repeaters because we do have access to 8 repeaters in our club there. Moose Creek repeater, Williamstown. I know that there's, I wish I had the list all in front of me, but like 8 different repeaters around. So I'm sure we can get on some of these, eh?
I can get into Moose Creek and some of the repeaters in Cornwall. I should be able to get in if you give me a repeater to go to.
Hey, are you on Facebook or anything like that? Because I could send you a list.
I believe we might have made contact on Facebook already.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do have you on there. So yeah, never mind. I'll send you the list. If you're by a computer, it's very easy to. SVARC for Seaway Valley Amateur Radio Club. SVARC. If you go to the website there, .com, it actually has a little file that says local repeater list. And it has all the repeaters, the offsets, the frequencies, the whole 9 yards. And it tells you if there's C4FM, Echolink, All-Star, DMR, the whole 9 yards. Oh, and also James is saying hello. I don't have his call sign memorized, but James, last name starts with a P. He told me to wave the hand at you there. Over.
Mr. JPX.
There you go.
Yeah. Jumping pneumonia xylophone.
Yeah, your sim was even sounding even better. Well, it was already sounding better anyway. I'm now passing the Ford plant there on the right, right there in Castleman. So making some good time, taking it easy, you know. On the 138, that's when I usually turn it off because I usually lose signal and stuff like that. Also, this morning on the way to work, 3 deer were hit on the, like going up to the 417, and one just broke my heart because something hit the front of it, planted the front of it into the pavement, and the back legs were just kicking all over the place. It was hard to watch, you know. I'm pretty soft-hearted when it comes to that stuff. But yeah, you know, the weather is so warm now, and I don't know what possessed these things to come out right when these cars are coming inside across these roads.
You gotta watch that 138 wildlife. There's lots of reasons not to speed, lots of reasons not to be in bunches, like lots of cars really close to one another. That's another no. There's nowhere to go but the ditch or head-on traffic.
Man, I was in Louisiana, and I have several cameras on the property just because I don't like to be out there by myself. But I had one of the cameras catch a bell guy, I guess distracted. I don't want to say that he was distracted or not, so I'll let the video tell it. But all I see is coming on the camera. You see a veer to the right, and you know that 138 has gravel on the edges. Then he crosses. A semi passes. If you look at the video, the semi passes. Then a SUV passes, and he threads the needle right between the SUV and 2 other cars, flips the thing over, and lands on all fours after he had a triple in the air, lands on all fours in my neighbor's yard, and blows up.
I can talk on the output here too, though. I've got a bank in the radio that I programmed just for the output for this occasion. When people get out of getting into the machine, I can still hear both ends. So I'm pretty sure. Hang on, let me go check. Stand by.
In 1 kilometer, exit right. In 400 meters, exit
Can you hear
right.
me on the output of the machine? Ernest, I'm just transmitting on 940. I'll copy.
Oh, full. Well, since you're on the, hey, you're 5 out of 9 on. If you're not on the repeater, you sound really good.
Exit right.
I'm actually turning off, getting on 138 right now, just so you're aware, so you can guide me in. I'm turning on the 138 now.
In 200
Yeah,
meters.
you got about, what is it?
Keep right.
I don't know, 4 or 5. No, about 2 about 4
right.
kilometers, and you're going to see the left-hand turn. It says to go to Maxwell, Dyer Road. You'll see it. It'll be up ahead in the next 5 minutes.
Okay, QSL. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn off this, my little camera there and stuff like that, and concentrate on the 138. I don't like to have anything going on when I'm on that. So, I'll be right back, and then you can guide me on in.
Next Dyer Road, you'll see it, the sign's coming. It'll be after, I think it's just around the street turn, but you're going to go left though off the highway instead of right there. Copy that?
QSL, copy that.
They can see you either way. trying to get in or whatever, and but you're going to hear me anyway on 940. I'm going to be stronger than the repeater's output now that you're closer to me. I'll be covering up the machine.
All right, copy that, copy that. Okay, folks, it's been real, but I'm going to really get off of this camera and stuff now. I don't like to talk on the 130.
Usually what I do when there's issues of any chunking going on, somebody's...
You know, I don't like to talk on this, on the radio and do all this stuff on this highway here, because it's pretty brutal. Yeah, 10-4. I copied that. Give me a second. I'm going to get all this stuff turned off, and I'll be right back with you. All right, folks, that's it for tonight. I'm going to be keeping the eyes on the road. That way I can arrive alive.